Drew and Stu are on the air.
Ready? Right.
Whether you're fading with Drew or riding with Cam, this is the place to get your weekly NFL picks. Presented by Sports Interaction, Canada's sportsbook.
Everything you got, let's go.
Welcome to Week 15's Best Bet Show on the Drew and Stu podcast. I'm Drew Livingstone. That's Cam Stewart. Cam, I gave him a memo. I was like, Cam, go buy a Santa hat. Go buy a Christmas sweater. Go get something for the holiday spirit. I got a Yeti to Party shirt on. I had a Christmas sweater on the Tuesday show. And Cam over here with the Under Armour golf.
Right.
Cam, explain yourself.
I'm a jerk. Like, you know what, but Drew, I'm going to be honest with you. My mom called me. I worked till 2 a.m. And my mom called me in the morning, 6 a.m. And I was at her place. I've been, dude, I had to go pick up liquor for her. And there was a lineup out the door. So I know what the funny thing is.
The fact you don't own any Christmas gear is
right
crazy.
there. What?
You don't own any Christmas paraphernalia? No holiday?
I don't even have a tree
nothing.
up. No,
Not even a carton of eggnog
Drew,
on the shelf behind you?
I'm the Grinch of the neighborhood. No Halloween for the kids, no Christmas, no anything. Just the guy.
Have you at least shopped for your spouse? Have you at least shopped already for your spouse? Okay.
Yes, and I got her something real nice. If we
Okay.
can hit some bets, I got maybe something real nicer. How's that sound?
Fair,
But my mom put me in orbit today at the liquor store, and I'm lifting all the boxes and stuff, dude. My car is just anyway. Let's just. I got a lot of changes this week, Drew.
All right, but you're still jolly for the holidays. That's all that matters.
Oh, I'm jolly. Look at my face.
Yeah.
When I lose my job, eventually I'll be a mall Santa.
You would make a good mall Santa, actually.
I'm already look like I'm half cut. I got the red face, and once it all goes gray, I'm a lock for a mall Santa. You better start paying me more money though.
Would you be a bad Santa like the movie?
Yes.
Or would you
yeah.
Okay.
I'm more Billy Bob Thornton. I'd show up on the escalator, like my beard in there, getting clipped up, wasted, smelling like booze. Yeah, that's me. I'm bad Santa.
Mom, why does Santa smell like rum?
Yeah, why does Santa have parlay cards instead of gifts for the kids?
Yeah, why is he handing out Proline tickets? Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, let's get into our changes of the week to start.
Yes.
As you know, we film early on Tuesday, and some things happen during the week, and then it's Friday now, so we wanted to make some changes. Cam, we will start with a game that we are both changing, which we just discussed beforehand. The Baltimore Ravens hosting the Atlanta Falcons. We both had the Ravens minus 7.5. It has now been announced that Huntley will be starting at quarterback, and that has made us both want to make the switch to the Atlanta Falcons. You can go first and explain why, and then I'll follow suit.
It's not my favorite switch, but just backing up this game too. I think it's going to be a running game, and I know Desmond Ritter's a kid from Cincinnati, but look what they did against the Saints. They came back late in that game. He ran for like just under 40 yards. I think he'll probably run for more this week, Drew. Maybe a prop that we can look at, but asking Baltimore to cover big numbers, it's a dangerous thing. Let's put it that way. I think the Ravens are going to win the game, definitely in moneyline parlays, but I can see them winning by a touchdown and Atlanta covering by the hook at worst. So yeah, it's not my favorite switch, but it will be switched. I'm going to take the Falcons. Falcon.
I really, really like this Falcons play now, Cam, because no matter who's playing quarterback, we know they're going to run the football, and Baltimore is just going to run the football right back at them. It's going to be a very low-scoring game. I expect the Ravens to win this, but I'm expecting like 14-10. Like, I don't even think the hook matters.
Drew, a lot of weather this week, and I think it favors the underdogs. Think about it. Like when you're a guy that has to cover a big number in wind and elements, like they say this is going to be the craziest NFL weekend for across the United States coldness. Like the Eastern Seaboard is getting rocked. Like we're going to get absolutely rocked, buddy.
Getting blasted. Cold. Yeah.
Blasted. Like it's cold in Tennessee. They're having the coldest game in the history of their team.
They're talking about three of the lowest totals in the last 5 years are this weekend, Cam, which is absolutely insane. And the next game I'm going to be switching is the lowest total in the last 10 years, and that's the Cleveland Browns and the New Orleans Saints. We are both on the Saints. I will be switching to the Browns. I just can't go with the Saints in this weather. The Browns are better at running the football, and that's all this game's going to be. This game's going to be like 6-3. I don't know. Back in the day, I went to a Buffalo Bills Cleveland Browns snow game, and the final score was 6-3.
Oh, we talked about that.
The Derek Anderson.
Derek Anderson.
He was 3 for 17 for like 22 yards, and they won the football game.
That game? It's
because Roscoe Parrish muffed the punt. It was an embarrassment. I couldn't. That game was so bad.
You've gone to like two of the worst games in Bills history.
And I sat there like, we're going to win this game.
The Vikings game this year too. The collapse game. Oh, dude.
Oh, and I was at the Dallas Cowboys Monday Night Football comeback with
you
T.O.
can't go back into that stadium. I'm going to ban you from going. You better tell Bagman that
I might be there for the playoffs.
You're bad luck.
Okay. So I'm switching that one to Cleveland.
I'm on Cleveland
with me?
Yes. Yeah, I'm on Cleveland too. And know what it is, Drew? It's actually Dennis Allen that we talked about on the other show. The fact
he just doesn't use Kamara.
Listen, if Taysom Hill starts in this game, I'm actually making New Orleans almost a mineral play. Like, what is this guy doing to me? if the Saints had a game plan, things would be good for them, but they don't. And one thing I know about Cleveland, Nick Chubb is going to just basically just tear these guys apart this weekend. Deshaun was looking a little bit better. You know, maybe he scampers a little bit more. I'm just saying it's not enough points for me to take the Saints Browns.
Yeah, I mean, just based on defense, I thought the Saints could win this game outright. I like them as the underdog, but it's just something feels fishy. And with this total and with this weather, I don't like it. And it's why I was on the Bears. I said about the weather too, and why I'm sticking with the Bears. Cam, give us one of your next switches. I know you're switching a bunch of games this week, so tell us your third switch and why.
Yeah, it's crazy because people come up to me sometimes in comments that I saw you bet this, but you bet this on the radio show. But as you know, Drew, we tape things like really early in the week, and a lot of things change. My opinions on games change, and I have different thoughts. But here's the thing: I am going to switch Chargers to Indianapolis.
Ooh,
I think
Nick Foles announced the starter, and that's making Cam switch.
I'm just thinking, historically, Chargers laying 4.5 points. If they blow them out, they blow them out. But this is just one of these spot plays where I think no one will want to take Indianapolis. And Nick Foles, I know he's been cold. He hasn't played since he was with the Bears. But I'll tell you one thing Indianapolis will do. They'll just run the ball. Matt Ryan was a statue back there. At least Foles, he's not fast, but he can at least kind of get out of pull like Tom Brady, sway his way away from a pressure and make a play. You know what? I just don't trust the Chargers as 4.5 point favorites. So give me the horseshoe with Indianapolis. Would you like me to do the rest of my picks too while we're at it?
Well, we're both making the same switch. I think another one, so we can talk about that one.
Okay.
The next game that I will be switching is the Raiders going to the Steelers. We were both on the Raiders. I'm switching to Pittsburgh with the bad weather. I trust the team that's experienced in this weather conditions, and TJ Watt with Pittsburgh Steelers. They're 5-2 with him on the field, and he is back on the field. And I don't trust California quarterback, Vegas quarterback, Derek Carr, and all those weapons out in the cold in Pittsburgh. So give me the Steelers -2.5. I will be switching that pick, Cam.
I love that too. And I'm going to also take the Steelers. The more I think about it, I bet the Raiders just because I'm not a Steeler guy. Another thing, some sad news. And you guys know, like, I always I'm not a Steeler fan, but I am a fan of great people in football. And Franco Harris was a guy that we watched playing football. He actually, Drew, it's kind of funny. Like, people don't remember, he ended his career like he was a Seahawk for a while. Didn't really play it was like very like the end of his career. And I've always liked Franco Harris, a class act. And he passed away 2 days before the 50th anniversary of the Immaculate Reception. And the Steelers are honoring him at halftime in this game, Drew. You don't think the team's going to be fired up? They're not going to lose on Franco Harris night. That's another thing. I usually don't play the ceremony angle, but I'm going to tell you, Pittsburgh, they don't want to lose this game.
That crowd will be rocking.
Agreed.
For that ceremony entering that game, Cam. Okay, give us your fifth and final switch, or do you have two more?
Two.
Okay, so give us your next two switches.
Glad we taped this one, right, Drew? People are like, look, this guy's an idiot. But anyway, no, we'll see how the switches go. I did 3 last week, and I was 2-1 with the new switches. So hopefully, Drew, maybe we can sweep the board and look really smart. First, Kansas City. Listen, everyone knows I am a Seattle fan, but I'm also a realist. And I thought about this game thinking, even this bad weather, it helps Kansas City more. Pacheco's been an amazing running back. Mahomes can run. And Seattle, what is their weakness, Drew? Run defense. I know they've had time off and Pete Carroll can come up with things. They're just not playing good football right now. They've been one of the worst teams in the NFL down the line. Kansas City never covers spreads, but this is a great week where everything is going to work for them. And I think they blow out Seattle. I hope I regret this pick, Drew, but I'm just saying the voice in my head says Kansas City wins this game by 17-20.
I will not be making that swch, Cam, just because I don't trust the Chiefs to cover a number. I don't know why.
It's true. No, well, they haven't all year. They're the worst team ATS going, Drew. And my final one, cat versus cat crime. I love Detroit. You guys know I bet Detroit like
Larry the Lion, Cam. He's been good to you.
I know he's been good to me, but this week I'm just telling you, there's something about that Carolina defense too. This is going to be a surprisingly defensive game, and I'll take the dog in this sport. So give me Carolina. So my switches, Drew, I'm now on Kansas City, Carolina, Pittsburgh, Atlanta, and Indy. What do you got?
And Cleveland. And you switch Cleveland.
And Cleveland.
Oh yeah. So I only made the 3 switches. That's all I'm doing. It was bad luck for me last week to do the switch. My only switch was Houston. Didn't work out. So 3 is more than enough for me.
6.
Yeah, so Cam switching 6. People who only watch the Tuesday show are going to look at your record and be like, this guy's full of shit. That's what they're going to say.
Well, half the time I don't even know what we bet. I'm like, Drew, I went 11-5. You're like, no, Cam, 10 and whatever. You got that line wrong. So guys, I already have enough problems in the day. Trust me. If you had 2 hours sleep and your mom asked you to bring out 6 boxes.
Well, not to mention you're
booze at
making
the liquor
picks like
store.
14 hours a week all over the networks and stuff like that. So
Thanks, Drew. I appreciate you defending me. That
yeah,
was very
I
kind.
heard you get into
Happy
a Jared
holidays.
Goff debate. They've set you up there for a trap.
Did I ever? Yeah. I know Jared Goff's, but these guys are too much. Jared Goff is a fine quarterback. He's serviceable, Drew. You got to admit, though.
Too bad you don't trust him this week, though, so you can't like him too much. All right, moving on to our best bets, Cam.
Drew, do you bet the Bills every week? Just
no.
Okay. Thank you.
That's spreads, though. So our gold, silver, and bronze, Cam. We can start with our bronze. Would you like me to start with my bronze pick?
No, you can.
Okay, my bronze pick will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. I didn't even pick them on the Tuesday show, but they will be my bronze pick. I think they can beat the Raiders outright pretty handily in this mess of a weather conditions, and give me them -2.5 at home. Who is your bronze, Cam?
My bronze pick is going to be Carolina. What number are you giving me, Drew?
Carolina's +2.5 at home.
I'll probably line. I'm not going to lie to the people. I'm going to bet it at 3, but we have a line at 2.5, so I will take Carolina. I just think this defense is very underrated, and this is going to be a big slobber knocker of a game. And when I think a game could be a tie or, really, really close, I got to take the dog, even though it's a small dog.
Yeah, and Cam, you can't be upset. Jared Goff sucks at outdoor games, and I know you love the guy, but he just doesn't perform there. The only reason I'm picking them is because I think their defense has been improving.
Oh, it sure has.
It's the last few weeks. All right, silver picks, Cam. My silver will be begrudgingly. I know a lot of fans aren't going to be happy with this. I'm taking the Miami Dolphins -4.5 against the Green Bay Packers as my silver. People are like all over the Packers, like, oh, I don't know, I'm leaning the Packers, this and that. And it's just like, no. Miami played great last week in Buffalo. They need this win, otherwise they might fall out of the playoff picture. And I think their offense is just way better than Green Bay's. I think they can win this game by double digits. So give me the Dolphins by -4.5.
I love it. I'm going to go with my silver pick, Drew. I really wish we got the hook on this one, but I've talked to a lot of people. I'm starting to bring people around to this game, I think. I like Washington against San Francisco. I know Brock Purdy's done a great job as Mr. Irrelevant. He's been fantastic for San Francisco. But remember one thing against Seattle, too. That Travis Homer fumble kind of changed that whole game. And now at home, and now you have to lay a big number. It's just one of those things. I think Washington matches up well against San Francisco. I'm actually going to think this game is real tight. San Francisco might win by a field goal. Upset alert. I will take the Commanders, Commies, Washington, whatever the hell you want to call them this week. Just you better call them a winner. If these guys don't cover again for me after that Giants debacle, they're going to be on my hit list. Yeah, I know it, but I'm different. I know people get angry and go, oh, that team screwed me. I don't think like that. Eventually, a team's going to come around to you again. Like the Houston Texans really screwed me this year, but I'm going to come back to the Commanders.
Are you worried at all about the whole, people are like, oh, that game against the Giants was like their back-breaking game of the year. Like they're not going to show up.
You know that.
Fair.
But they're still in the playoff hunt. Look at the record.
No, I agree with you. I'm just saying that's a heartbreaking loss with the referees and all the nonsense that went on in that game. I don't
believe like people are like, oh, it's a must-win game for the team. So a lot of teams lose must-win.
You think the other team's trying to lose?
Yes, these narratives and all the these players are out. What? Like you mean the guy who's living in a trailer that might want to like move his family to a penthouse condo? Like everybody has something to play for themselves, more money, helping out their family. You know what it is, Drew? I don't believe like people make these narratives that don't make any sense. In life, you always want to do better, and professional athletes, most of them don't quit. Give me Washington.
I agree with you, Cam. My gold pick of the week, I was going over between Atlanta and another team, but you know what? I'm going to go with the Atlanta Falcons. I think they can win this game outright against Huntley and the Ravens, and +7.5, I think is too many points. People are going to be like, you crazy? The Atlanta Falcons is your gold pick? And no, I guess I am crazy, but I will be taking them +7.5 as my gold, Cam. Call me crazy, call me whatever you want, but I'm doing it anyway. So Atlanta +7.5. Who is your gold?
Drew, a game I think we both agree on. New England against Cincinnati +3.5. I'm going. Everyone, hey, this is my pick this spot this week. It's a spot play. Who's better? Cincinnati. Yes. Who's covering numbers? Cincinnati. But the horrible loss to the Raiders at home, Belichick against that team. I'll tell you one thing the Patriots have is a defense.
Yep.
And Joe Burrow, despite the offense improving, he better have a game plan because he is going to be hit early and often in that game. And I think the Patriots offense will do enough. This game seems really tight to me, a field goal game. I got to take New England at home, Drew. I think they can win the game outright. I'll take the 3.5.
Yeah, and usually you would think this total would be pretty high, but with the weather hitting the eastern seaboard, it's a low total again, just over 40 points. So yeah, I think that plays right into New England's hand because Cincinnati hasn't been able to run the football very well the last few weeks. Joe Mixon not doing well for fantasy owners. All right, Cam. So
props?
your bronze. Your bronze, silver, and gold are Carolina, Washington, New England. My bronze, silver, and gold are Pittsburgh, Miami, and Atlanta. We move on to props now. The yardages are still not out on a lot of sites, but Sports Interaction has the Derrick Henry prop. And I don't care what it comes in at, whatever it is. Cam, if I had to tell you, guess how many yards Derrick Henry has had against Houston in the last 4 matchups, what would you think his average is?
On the ground or combined with pass
On the
catching?
just on the ground.
I'm going to say 524.
No, his average, not his total.
Oh, no. I thought you asked me for the 4 games. Sorry.
No,
average?
no.
Oh, average? 118 and a half.
211, Cam. He's averaging 211 yards rushing in his last 4 games against the Houston Texans.
Per game?
Per game. He's gone
so
over
he had what? So we had like a 300-yard game against him,
he had 219, 250, 212, and 211 his last 4 games.
That is unbelievable.
It's insane. And there's no way his yardage prop's going to come in at 149 or something. It's going to be like 125. And I'm going to be like, thanks for the free money.
It actually might be lower than that because it's hard for them to put a number that high. But but
dude, he's getting 200 a pop. Even this season, he got 219 in October against these guys.
Drew, I love that play. And I'm going to do basically, you asked me, I hit Fields last week, but I'm just going to do anytime touchdown, guys, and they're all plus money. So, and you gave me a couple too, which I really liked, and I added 2 more. Okay, I'm going to go Dobbins for Baltimore plus 115 anytime touchdown. Chubb anytime touchdown for Cleveland plus 110. Montgomery for the Bears plus 187.
Yep.
And one more, Pacheco from Kansas City plus 115. 4 anytime touchdown, guys, are my 4 props.
If you parlay those together, it's probably like plus 200 or 20 to 1.
I might take Ritter's yardage over, but I'm kind of going back and forth on it for Atlanta. I think he'll run a lot. But those are touchdown guys I like. I know you like 2 of them.
So I do like Chubb and Montgomery. I do also love Derrick Henry, but that'll probably be like minus 250, knowing how he plays.
Anytime touchdown Derrick Henry, like minus 300. Yeah.
What I do love is I'm going to be parlaying the same game parlay the Justin Fields and Josh Allen over rushing yards, because that is going to be a disaster weather. It's going to be a snow game, and those quarterbacks can both move their legs very well. They can both run very well. So I think they both hit the over, and maybe a little sprinkle on both their anytime TDs as well, because I don't think there will be a lot of throwing in that football game, Cam. So your best bets are Dobbins, Chubb, Montgomery, and Pacheco. Anyone's yardage that you're going to be looking at this weekend when it's released?
All the guys that I said, probably guys. Listen, I'm not a meteorologist. We just play one on a betting show, but bottom line is good running attacks today that's what's going to happen with this wet weather that's coming in the United States. And the thing is, people talk about, wind is the thing that influences totals. And I've seen a lot of these games too. They're predicting wind, Drew, like sometimes over 20, 25 miles an hour. Like even Josh Allen will have problems in those type of conditions. Think about quarterbacks with noodle arms. So I would take a lot of good running backs and they might be getting like an extra 10 carries per game because of these situations, I'm thinking.
Well, Cam, in the fantasy playoffs in the semifinals, I have Chris Olave. Can't play him. Got to bench him because of that weather. I have Stephon Diggs. Can I trust him? Like Josh Allen can throw through the wind.
You got to put him in.
I know you have to play Diggs. Do you play Gardner Minshew over guys like Deshaun Watson and Jared Goff just because of the weather situation?
I picked up Gardner Minshew off my way. Jalen Hurts is my quarterback in both leagues.
I know.
So I went with Minshew in one, and my other league that's thin, I picked up Kirk Cousins.
Oh, Kirk Cousins was available? How? That's a great.
Because
that's
it's
a
small league. I only have it's with friends. Yeah, no, I know, but I'm just saying Kirk Cousins. And the other league, I picked up Minshew, and let's go, because you know what? He'll be fine.
Yeah, it's going to be a mess of a weekend. I will be, you know what? I'm going to do something crazy. Take an under in like 8 games and parlay it, just because I don't see this being a high scoring weekend. This might be like the lowest scoring weekend.
There's some low totals out there.
Dude, the Cleveland Browns total is only 30.5. And I was looking, the last 3 games under 20 degrees Fahrenheit or below 20 were all under 20-point totals. So even if it's 30, you still got to go under. It's absolutely insane. We'll go into Survivor because people like the Survivor pick scam. Okay. There's not a lot of options left for people, but if you had to pick your top 3, who are you going with? Most people don't have the Chiefs. They don't have the Bengals. They don't have the Vikings.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like these other guys I do Survivor with, they're like, oh, you can take any. I don't even know how the show works. So I'm like, we can't take a team that's -9. I'm sorry.
No, because
I'm gonna give you guys. Okay, if you guys want to hear balls, Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh against the Raiders.
I was going to say.
I'm saying teams that are probably not around. Cleveland.
Fair.
Cleveland, Pittsburgh.
Would you trust Miami?
Tennessee's been played probably, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't. Here are my 4. Tennessee, Cleveland, Miami, Pittsburgh. How do you like them apples?
I
Is
do
that
like
okay?
those picks. I do like those picks. I think they all win.
And they're
Cam,
all under 4.5 point favorites there.
Cam, I'm going to do something I've never done on the show before. I'm going to
What, give me
switch my
money?
no, yeah. I'm going to switch my gold pick. I just decided on the fly.
Oh,
I'm
good fun.
going off of Atlanta, Cam. I'm going to the Denver Broncos -1.5.
I love that. Well, we have them both on the show, so I
Yeah,
agree with
I'm
that
switching
pick.
that to Denver. Sorry, people, I just teased you with Atlanta, but I was just looking
Oh.
at my picks from the Tuesday show, and I forgot how much I love the Denver Broncos to absolutely slaughter the Rams. I think they win this game by a lot of points, and the fact that's
What
only
happens
1.5.
when we tape on Tuesday, dude? Drew, see, this is my point. And this is the end of the year. See how many things have changed? Tannehill's done for the year.
I know.
It hurts. Like everything, at the end of an NFL season, like I don't know what we do with these fantasy leagues. I almost want to quit them even earlier because is it really fair that Jalen Hurts, like, and even if he was healthy, it's limited. They need this guy in the playoffs. I'm just saying these are the things. This is the problem. If you have a great team and you've bet on futures of the team, it's nice that you've gotten your wins over total.
Well, imagine you have a Jalen Hurts
news.
MVP ticket. You're now screwed.
I still think he can win the MVP.
I don't think
really
so,
do.
man.
Oh, I do.
Mahomes is going to get 50 touchdowns. How can you not give it to him? He's minus 200 now.
I flipped out with Morency on our show about this one. The fact that Mahomes is minus 300, do these idiots not watch football? Jalen Hurts is way more of an MVP. Hell, I think Joe Burrow's had a better year.
But the numbers are going to be insane. It's going to be a huge gap.
Redder. See, evil Santa now. When I looked at those lines for Mahomes MVP, obviously the people that put this stuff together, hey, I'm not saying Patrick Mahomes isn't great. He is not the MVP. Sorry. It's either Hurts, Burrow, or Josh Allen. I put all three of them ahead of him. Do you not agree?
I'm just saying, if he gets 50 total touchdowns, Cam, you can't not give it to the guy. And he's only 12 away from doing that. So he could go 4-4-4. That's 50 touchdowns.
This team hasn't covered a number all year. Like, if we're doing a gambling show, I'm just telling you.
I understand. I'm just saying Jalen Hurts is not getting the trophy now.
I'm just saying, before we quit the show, we've given everyone your picks. You switch your gold pick. I'm being dead serious now. Do you not think that Josh Allen is more like to the Bills what he has done?
Oh, no,
in the
I agree. You're saying, like,
team?
if you take Josh Allen off the Bills and you take Mahomes off the Chiefs, which team would do better?
I'm talking about Hurts' year. Hurts has accounted for 35 touchdowns, too. He's a young kid.
No, I agree with you, but let's see. I think Gardner Minshew will decide whether Hurts is still in the race, because if he performs and beats the Cowboys, people are going to be like, oh, the Eagles just have a good team. It's not even Hurts.
That's not fair. That's one game.
No, but that's how people think, Cam. That's how sports writers think, and you know the same thing. Like, if Minshew goes out and throws 4 touchdowns
my
against
rankings,
Cowboys,
though, I'm being dead honest with you. It's Hurts, Allen, Burrow, Mahomes. And you know what? I can either in 3 and 4 are interchangeable. And if you guys think I'm nuts, I'm not. I'm dead serious. I watch every single damn game, every play this year, and I'll tell you, it's Drew. The fact that he is almost like he's going to be a 4-1 favorite is insane to me. That just tells me he's going to win.
He leads in total yards, leads in total touchdowns, and that's all. The sports writers don't look at the other stuff, Cam. They just look at the big numbers. So that's why I think Mahomes is still the favorite. I think I'd go Mahomes, Allen, Hurts, just because Hurts is hurt. If Hurts wasn't hurt, I think it's his trophy to lose.
I'm just saying, though, like, if you were handing out the MVP, who would you give it to? And then we'll end this conversation. It's Allen or Hurts. End of discussion.
Cam, I might give it to Mahomes. I might.
Okay, I'm logging off right now.
All right.
Merry Christmas, Drew.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, everyone. Enjoy the holiday weekend. Happy Hanukkah. Happy everything you celebrate.
Festivus. That's what I celebrate. Drew, no outfit. Yes.
Or you ever watch the OC when they combine Hanukkah and Christmas? They do the Christmaka. You're not an OC guy. You're too old for that.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but let's hit some
that's
winners
why you said Festivus. You're a Seinfeld guy. Fair enough. All right, Cam, please go buy a Santa hat or something so you're not just the Grinch for your other shows this week.
You're right.
And good luck at the liquor store this weekend. It's going to be pretty crazy.
I might have to make another trip.
Oh,
me and my girlfriend. That was just for my mom and her friends at the senior home. Oh, jeez. Help me out.
Wait, were you providing alcohol for all the seniors? What are you, that guy? You're just going to get them all
No,
drunk?
I dropped her off. Like she had to pick up a bottle of Kraken for like her friend Marg and Bob, and then wine for this. Like, I guess one day at the senior hall, they're having like a performance or whatever. They're coming over to my house for Christmas. I cook for my girlfriend, everybody. That's what I do. It's my Christmas, and I will get a hat or something. I forgot about it today, but I'm going to say they have their little senior party too. So I guess, you know what? And if I was a senior citizen and I was 80 years old, you know what? They say, and somebody tells you not to have a drink, you tell them go.
Yeah, screw that.
You know what I mean? It's like
oh, you're only allowed half a glass a day for your health. Like, buddy,
exactly.
I'm 80 years old. I'm going to drink this whole bottle.
Really? I'm living my whole life, and you're telling? I honestly, Drew, me as a senior, I'll probably hit the deck because I'll just, if some guy goes, Mr. Stewart, I don't think you should be able to have that glass of wine. I'll be like, get bent.
Yeah,
do whatever the hell I
go
want.
out and feeling good about yourself. Don't go out not liking your life. Like, it's stupid.
You got it, Drew.
All right, well,
live till you can't live anymore, buddy.
exactly.
That's
That
what
was
you
a
do.
depressing way to end the show. Once again, all these lines are powered by Sports Interaction. Please download, rate, and review this podcast on all your audio platforms. Don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe. Please hit the like button. We're getting all these views and no one's liking the show. Come on, guys. Comment
Really?
your favorite picks
That's
of the
not very
holidays.
nice.
Comment your favorite Christmas movies. My number one's Home Alone. Nothing beats it. Cam, what's your favorite holiday movie?
Bad Santa, hands
Bad
down,
Santa,
one of
course,
my favorites.
Of course. Okay, but what's your favorite family G-rated Christmas movie? Like, if you're with if you're with some little nieces and nephews and you had to put a movie on for them to watch with you, what is it?
I'm gonna sound insane. I like the claymation stuff with Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Oh, so the old school, like with the Yeti and the dentist.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
Those are fun. Like claymation, I'm down with. Like Gumby and stuff. You can any day of the week.
You know who I hate?
down,
Charlie
down
Brown. I hate that kid. All the Charlie Brown.
I don't hate Charlie Brown. I
Nah,
hate his crew's kind of weak, except for Snoopy. And
yeah, he's really creepy. He used to scare me as a kid. I don't know why. Just Charlie Brown's a weirdo.
That football trick. If Lucy did that to me one more time, it's not part of the gang anymore. Let's put it that way. You're right about Charlie Brown. It's just like it's a little bit.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, happy holidays, everyone, to you and yours. Hope it's a very nice Christmas and holidays season for you all. Thanks for joining us.
This has been Drew and Stu, presented by Sports Interaction, Canada's sportsbook. Follow Drew at Producer Drew and Cam at Cam Stewart Live. May the winners be yours and all of the best bets hit.